India is a country of entrepreneurs, especially macro, small, and medium entrepreneurs. And they are the one who keeps the economy alive, who keeps the equality of people across the country, who gives a lot of employment in the country. And therefore, it's very much necessary that all the stakeholders should continuously keep on working to ensure the growth of macro, small, and medium sector. And we are one of the stakeholder. BSc, everybody knows about it. We are in existence formally for last 147 years, informally for last 200 or 220 years. A stock exchange which was started under the banyan tree in Mumbai. Today, it has got listed almost 5,000 companies on its stock exchange and created a wealth of almost $3.5 trillion. Let me also tell you that of almost 9.6 crores of investors got registered for trading on the stock exchange, making it the largest stock exchange in terms of registration of investors. And let me tell you, the maximum number of investors, over 6 crores of investors, have added in last 1.5 years. So though COVID has impacted the country, but at the same time, it has also given the opportunity to almost all corporates, whether you talk about a small, medium, or large entrepreneurs, or even startups, which have got converted into unicorns, to get listed onto the stock exchange, not only dependent on debt funding, because in our country, most of the corporates or small, medium enterprises are very much dependent on debt funding. So in last 1.5 years, we have seen many companies getting listed onto the stock exchange and raised equity funding. I think it is one of the unprecedented thing that I have seen in my last 25 years of career on BSc. So a stock exchange has flourished over the years. It has created huge wealth for all the companies which got listed onto the stock exchange. And going forward, we always feel that this is the best place to unlock the value of the company and raise funds. We always believe that depending only on one source of financing, that is debt financing, is very much detrimental for the growth of the company. It kills the company most of the times. We have seen that most of the times when economy is in bad shape, most of these companies are unable to service the debt and either become NPA or just shut the shop, creating a huge backlog on the banking system, create a lot of hole in the banking treasury. So yes, a stock exchange has been there, but as far as SME platform is concerned, this has been started by BSE on 13th March 2012. The reason being starting this SME exchange was that over the years, the guidelines on the main stock exchange become tougher and tougher. They became a lot more stringent. And therefore, it was very difficult for the small and medium enterprises to get listed onto the stock exchange. The compliances have gone up. And therefore, a need was felt that a SME stock exchange should be created where the companies can get listed in a very cost-effective manner, and the post-listing compliances should be minimal. So with these two objectives in mind, the policymakers, both the Government of India and Securities Exchange Board of India, have come out with the guidelines on 18th May 2010. And as per that guideline, any company where the post-issue paid-up capital is below 25 crore is eligible to get listed on the SME platform. So SEBI has come out with 3-4 guidelines for this SME platform. One, they said that the post-issue face value capital up to 10 crore of the company has to be compulsory listed on the SME platform of the stock exchange. So if the paid-up capital is below 10 crores, the company can get listed only on the SME platform. Between 10 to 25 crore of the paid-up capital, the company has the option either to get listed on the SME platform or on the main board of the stock exchange. And beyond 25 crores, they can get listed only on the main board of the stock exchange. So most of the companies, come under this paid up capital criteria, that is of 25 crores. So below that, all the companies are eligible to get listed onto the SME platform of the stock exchange. BSE has also come out with own eligibility criteria, and our eligibility criteria says that any company which is in existence for a minimum period of 3 years with 1 year of operating profit in either of the preceding 3 years and net tangible asset of 1.5 crores can get listed on the SME platform of the stock exchange. So we have come out with 3 eligibility criteria. Number 1, the company should be in existence for a minimum period of 3 years. Number 2, in preceding 3 years, they should have in any 1 year operating profit. And third, the net tangible asset of the company should be minimum 1.5 crore. So any SME who is qualifying this criteria can get listed on the SME platform, subject to maximum paid up capital of 25 crores. Now, please don't get confused with this paid up capital with the fundraising, because paid up capital is something else, fundraising is something else. Fundraising can be anything, 100 crore, 200 crore, 300 crores. So with premium adding into the capital, you can raise as much funds as you can. We have got maximum issue size on our SME platform to the tune of 100 crores. So you can raise even 100 crore funds on this SME platform. Now, the question arises that what are the benefits of listing? And that is very important, because in last 10 years, I have personally met 36,000 SME entrepreneurs. We have done more than 2,500 seminars and almost 400 to 500 webinars. But we have been able to convert only 450 odd companies which came forward for listing. So the problem is that, most of the times promoter get very much confused. They are under this impression or myth that, post-listing the compliances will grow manyfold. And because of that, they hesitate in coming on the SME platform. So as I have earlier also said that here the compliances have been kept minimal. I will explain later on. But first, there is a need to understand what are the benefits of listing, why the company should get listed. Number 1, of course, is because of the financial requirements. You need funds to grow your company. You need equity funds even to reduce your debt. So you can raise your equity funds from by getting yourself listed onto the stock exchange. So here minimum dilution is 25%. Dilute 25% of your shares, and you can raise the funds. Now, equity fund has got its own benefit. There is no liability of servicing it on monthly basis or yearly basis, as it is in the case of debt fund. You don't have to pay here EMI. So those guys who give you equity funds, they want your company to prosper. They want your company to become big. So it's a growth fund, whereby the investors who are investing in your company will get their return by the growth of the company. And because of the growth of the company, the share price moves up, and through that, they will increase their wealth. And can get exit from the stock exchange. So that's number 1 benefit, that you are getting equity funding. Number 2, your balance sheet becomes strong. Let me tell you, after seeing 36,000 balance sheet, in 95 to 97% cases, what I found that the turnover was between 10 crores to 600 crores, and the profit was merely amount of 5 lakh rupees to maximum of 3 to 4 crores. And in most of the cases, it was because the balance sheet was over leveraged, and it was giving an impression that it's not a balance sheet, but say imbalance sheet. Okay. So now, because the equity fund is coming, so your balance sheet is now becoming very healthy. Okay. The cash outflow reduces. You are expanding your business. The profitability starts moving up. So now it is gradually becoming very healthy balance sheet. Now, when the balance sheet become healthy, what is the third benefit that you get? Your value of the company starts unlocking. From 50 crores, your company will become 500 crores, 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores in the times going forward. So third benefit is unlocking the value of the company. And this unlocking the value is different than whatever the asset valuation of your company. So there are chances the value of the asset may be less, but the valuation of the company is very high. So Here, by listing, you are unlocking the value of your company. That is the third benefit. Fourth, visibility. Once you get listed onto the stock exchange, the whole world starts seeing you. The whole world starts seeing your product. The whole world start recognizing you, and that will bring visibility in the company. I have seen many of the companies which got listed. At the time they start writing on their visiting card that they are listed company. They start getting more and more business. So people start believing you. Trust starts getting created post listing. So visibility, trust building, both these exercise starts post listing. What is another benefit? Another benefit is that if you want to retain your best of the employees, give them ESOPs. Now, ESOP has the value only when it gets listed. Otherwise, it is just a piece of paper. So you can retain the best of your employees by giving them ESOPs. So you may not increase the salary, but make them your partner. Okay. And when they feel the belongingness in the company, they will put more work. They will put more labor in behind the company to make it big, so that they can also make money because of the ESOPs. So that is another benefit we have seen in the IT companies in 95 2000. They have started this practice. Another benefit is your equity has become a currency. Okay. No, I always say that only 2% issue the currency once the Reserve Bank of India governor, another the promoters of the company when they issue the equity. And the equity, as the company grows, the valuation of your equity, that is the currency, keeps on going up, whereas the valuation of rupee keep on reducing. So make your equity currency. That is the another benefit, and it becomes a tradable instrument. Another benefit is that your equity becomes collateral. Say after 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you don't want to dilute your share further. You can pledge your equity with any, a finance company, maybe NBFC, banks, etc., and raise funds, raise debt funds. So you don't have to bring other, physical assets in your company to pledge it. Even you can pledge your equity, which has become collateral, and raise funds. So many benefits you are getting by getting your company listed onto the stock exchange. I don't even think of any other product which has been ever invented by the mankind, which can give so many benefits under one umbrella. So that's the reason why I keep on telling all the promoters to get listed. I always tell that as far as the stock exchange is concerned, it's the safest place for the promoters to raise funds. No other place is safe. No sword is hanging on your head that you keep on servicing, your equity. So keep on growing, and the investors will make money. Maybe not this year, maybe another year, and after that. So that is the biggest benefit that a promoter can enjoy by getting the company listed onto the stock exchange. Now, as I was saying earlier, that most of the promoters have the fear that post listing their compliances will increase. So let me tell you, when we were preparing these guidelines, we were aware that the SME enterprises don't have that much of bandwidth to do a lot of compliances. So we have, as per the guideline, the compliances have been reduced to the minimum. So what compliances the company has to do post listing? The post-listing compliances you have to do on half-yearly basis. It means that on half-yearly basis, you have to file your unaudited results with the stock exchange and put it on your website. That is the first one. And yearly, you have to give the audited results. Again, here, you don't need to publish it in the newspaper. On the main board companies have to publish it into the newspaper, at least 2 newspapers, one vernacular and one national newspaper. But here we have done away with these guidelines. We don't want to burden the SMEs in the beginning of the listing with many compliances or, financial burden. That's why we have done away with this guideline that the companies have to publish their results in the newspaper. And at the same time, the compliances have kept on half-yearly basis instead of quarterly basis, which is on the main board of the stock exchange. That's the one thing. Second, if any development, any material development that is happening onto the in your company, you have to at once report to the stock exchange. because it will have an impact on the price of the share. So if any material development, positive or negative, you have to report to the stock exchange within 24 hours. That is the another compliance. Third, you have to file your shareholding pattern on half-yearly basis. Again, these are very smooth, seamless process. You take it, get it from the registrar and file with the exchange. Fourth, on annual basis, you have to call an AGM, whereby you apprise everyone about the development of the company. And in case you are taking any corporate action, say for example, you are declaring dividend or you are declaring bonuses, etc., you have to take the approval of the board as well as AGM and inform to the stock exchange. So these are the minimal compliances that you are doing. And with that, you not only you are getting equity funds, but you are also unlocking the value of the company. We have observed that many companies which got listed at a valuation of 10 crore, 15 crore, 20 crore, they have grown to the size of 200 crore, 300 crore, 500 crore, 1,000 crores. As far as BSE SME platform is concerned, we have got 359 companies, which are from 17 sectors. And they have raised almost 4,200 to 4,400 crore rupees. And today, the market capitalization is 54,000 crores. I don't know how many media and how many people are talking about this, but just understand, we have created a wealth of 54,000 crores. Would it have been possible for these 359 companies if they would not have listed on the stock exchange to create such value? Today, BSE SME platform has created wealth of 54,000 crores for these SME promoters. They have enjoyed their benefit. And at the same time, huge employment has been created. Not only that, a new category of merchant bankers have been created, who in a very cost-effective manner are getting these companies listed. All other things one side, this is the one thing, that is a real philanthropy that is happening, where employments are being generated, okay, where the wealth is being created, and we are trying to bring smiles on each and every promoter's face. They should not worry, okay. And why this is happening? Because their balance sheet is becoming stronger, because they have a balance of equity and debt into their company. So this we are keep on doing. We are meeting the promoters. Very, 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 very difficult to convince the promoter, because many of the times we get an impression that we are the one who are convincing the promoter, try to convince the promoter to get listed, but there are hundreds of factors which are demotivating them to get listed. Many of the times we have to follow up the promoters for 2 years, 3 years. Post that they get listed, but when their market capitalization is keep on growing above 100 crore, 200 crore, 300 crore, then they keep on taking a lot of credit, telling the people, see how my valuation has gone up, how my profit has gone up. And most of the companies post-listing, what we have seen a jump in the profit. Okay, so this SME stock exchange has created huge wealth, 54,000 crores. Many more companies, when they come for listing, another values will be unlocked, lots of employment will get created. At the same time, what we have, another benefit that we are giving to the promoter is this, that, after 2 years of listing onto the SME exchange, if they feel that they have become big, okay, they have understood the compliances, they have understood that these talk about compliances were just myth, they can think of migrating onto the main board of the stock exchange. And it's again a very seamless process. You have to take, the companies have to take 2/3 non-promoters approval through postal ballot in the AGM. And after taking 2/3 non-promoter approval, they can migrate onto the stock exchange, subject to their post-issue paid-up capital being above 10 crores and market capitalization should be above 25 crores. So in case their post-issue paid-up capital is above 10 crores and market capitalization above 25 crores, then after 2 years of listing onto the stock SME exchange, they, with 2/3 non-promoters approval, can migrate onto the main board of the stock exchange. So bringing the company for listing has been very difficult, but let me tell you, out of 360 odd companies which got listed on the SME exchange, 130 companies have on themselves opted for migration onto the main board of the stock exchange. They never asked me. Even knowing that migration onto the main board will increase the compliances, they have on their own move onto the main board of the stock exchange, because they have understood that increase in compliances will increase the valuation of the company. It will bring transparency into the company. Investors will believe them and they will give them more and more funds. So on their own, these 130 companies have migrated onto the main board of the stock exchange. So my request to all the SME promoters who are here, okay, please think of getting yourself listed onto the SME platform of the stock exchange. We have made this platform very conducive for the SME promoters. Merchant bankers take a lot of care. They do the hand holding. You just have to give the confirmation or approval of to the merchant banker that yes, we want to go and for listing. The merchant banker will do all the documentation paperwork by sending their people to your exchange, to your office. So it's very seamless process, nothing to worry. I'm already getting the message that need to wrap up. So almost it is on the verge of wrap up. So please be the part of this wealth creation. As far as BSE is concerned, we will give you red carpet welcome on the stock exchange if you come for listing, and assure you, as long as you are following the rules, regulations of the exchange and the laws of the country, we are there to help you. So with these words, I conclude my speech, and thank you once again to Business World for inviting me on this platform to speak about SME platform. We have got a startup platform also recently started, where we are allowing the technology related company which are 2 years old with registration with DP IIT as a startup with positive networks to get listed on our startup platform. There also we have 14 startups, very recently started, 1.5 year old, 14 startups listed, almost 60 crores, 65 crores have been raised, and the market cap is almost 330 to 340 crores. So a startup platform also we have started because we understand the need of the startups, the growth for this country. And let me tell you, most of the startups which got listed on our startup platform are profit making. It's not loss making startups which got listed on our startup platform. So those startups who wants to grow further can also leverage our startup platform for fundraising and wealth creating. So with these words, thanks a lot.